But before we jump into the games, a little bit of controversy coming into the season now. Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports, joins Fox, I think like a month ago. And that was kind of like their Pat McAfee of their big noon kickoff. And what do we know? First game. And reportedly he was banned from entering Ohio State when they jump over from the outside to the inside of the stadium, which happens about half an hour before kickoff. That is what he said. Then Ohio State Ross Bjork, the athletic director, says, no, that is not the case. Fox did that. So, Brandon, who do you believe on this, seesaw debate or whatever this is, controversy?
I believe Dave. Like, how much sense does it make for Fox to hire him, knowing they're going to Ohio State and then ban him a week and a half out from the game? That literally makes zero sense. So Ohio State banned him because he's a diehard Michigan fan, and it was a shot. Like it was a shot of retaliation. It was something personal that had nothing to do with anything else. That was personal because he's Michigan all day, and he's been talking about O State for a very long time in the worst way. But he's a diehard Michigan guy, so I do believe Dave Portnoy. Like I have no reason not to, just in terms of he was hired by Fox to do a job, and with a straight face, you're going to tell me, yeah, Fox also decided to ban me, but they still have to pay me. That makes zero. That's the worst business move ever. If Fox did that, I don't think that's the case. How about you? What you think?
No, I agree. It doesn't really make sense. And if it was Ohio State banning him, it makes sense just because, like you said, Michigan fan, everything he said on Twitter, and honestly, like Ohio State is kind of branding themselves in a way of they kind of just seem soft. I mean, honestly, everything they've done with the flag planting thing and everything like that, trying to come up with a bill, which is crazy. And then now we have this controversy. So I completely agree. And it doesn't make any sense. It's going to be probably I think it's going to be one of the two most highest rated regular season games of the whole year. I think it's going to be Texas, Ohio State, and then either Texas and Georgia or Alabama, Georgia. I think those are going to be your top two in some way. Yeah. And you're just going to take the guy that I think has the most potential bringing eyes to the TV, because everyone else has seen the old version of this big noon kickoff. We've seen Urban Meyer, we've seen Mark Ingram now and all those guys on set. So you were kind of bringing in new energy, new flavor to this show. So that does make sense that it is Ohio State. So we'll have to see if that is the main reason. I also think it's interesting because both these things could go away with like a statement. Like if Dave Portnoy showed the statement of him getting banned, that could go away because I'm sure they issued a statement of that happening.
That is a very good point. Like either side could literally end it by posting something that was, private and posted publicly. So, but no, I have a hard time. To your point, Ohio State is very, very soft and sensitive. Like they get sensitive about everything, but they can do it. They are the people or the bullies who say, "Oh no, I'm going to pick with you." And then as soon as someone picks with them, they want to be like, "No, but I didn't mean it like that." Like that's the type of institution and program that they come off as. Not saying that's what it is, but that's what they come off as. So yeah, I can't ban a guy from talk. Come on, man. What are we doing here? We're talking about football. Like you act like they act like he's going to go in the locker room and go steal signals again. I know that's a sensitive spot from Michigan, but it happened. They act like he's going to do that or like he can do that. Like no, he's there working a job. Like no more, no less. So I don't like it. To me, that's like, no.
And all this does is add more fuel to the fire too for that, perception that they are soft one, and then adds more fuel to the fire for Dave Portnoy to return fire. Like if they just let him in the stadium, be a normal person and everything, this probably gets tampered down a little bit. But also this mine too, because I've seen this a lot lately in the past 2 years. This could all just be like a made up controversy to get eyes on the TV.
Eyes on the game. Yeah. Very true. I never thought of it that way because you know what? These guys are ultimately, they are entertainers. Because to your point, this sounds like a wrestling script. You know what I mean? Like this sounds like something Vince McMahon brought up in the back, and they was like, "Oh yeah, let's do that." And yeah, so I don't know. Either way, I don't like it. I don't think banning analysts and commentators is like, because if you go there, Desmond Howard should never be allowed there. You know, like let's go down the list of guys who went to rival schools who they shouldn't go. They don't like him either. You know what I mean? That's just, to me, ultimately what you said, that's just soft.
No, I completely agree. So